Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you my June wrap up.
Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, put your silence to the fear, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go. Now your seeds can grow. Imagine that. You deserve it. You deserve it now. Hey. Pick up the phone, little darling, I got a bit to say. I'm speaking from the heart, I pray it doesn't ricochet. I know you got his up, distance makes this hard enough. I hope that I can ask for you to listen, man, this part is tough. I sent a message and maybe you didn't get it yet. When you have a second, you should check it, swear you won't regret it. I'm stepping out of a meeting, a big amount's where it's leading. I'll make you proud in proceedings, we'll hit the town in the evening, darling. And then it's time for us to celebrate. Pop some vino, we know we celebrate. Hello, mate, enjoy the ride and spend for something real nice. Cause every dream I've ever had, you helped me realize. No matter how much of a stretch I guess it feels like, no matter how left field, you make it feel right. You believed it could be real beyond the surface. In your eyes I saw that I was worth it. Perfect. Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, put your silence to the fear, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go. Now your seeds can grow. Imagine that. You deserve it. You deserve it now. And may I say that I never take for granted the lady that I make my plans with daily. Maybe one day shapes the planet with no way to even say it in my native language. Sharing everything I feel for you, I gotta give the praise in Spanish. Mariposa, you and I couldn't be any closer. You make me breathe like a bean of heavy smoker. When we get married, we will be ready for what the world will bring. We're burning him if they had buddied up. Lawrence and LaRousse, it was a cruise, so much to do, so now we run amok. Your laser focus shapes my ruthless execution. My elocution takes your train of thought to resolution. I'm never wanting you, holding back from a benefit, and anyone supporting you will assent with the sentiment. I'm with you every step of the way. Blessings and curses through my eyes every second. You're worth it. Perfect. Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, put your silence to the fear, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go. Now your seeds can grow. Imagine that. You deserve it. You deserve it now. Hey. Try to let it go. Leave it down the road. If it's weighing heavy on your soul, try to let it go. Try to let it go. Yeah. Try to let it go. Either way it goes, don't let it weigh heavy on your soul.
So considering everything that was going on during June, I'm not too disappointed with the reading I've done so far. So almost, but not quite my yearly goal to read one book a week. So I managed to read 3 books for June, and especially since I had like 4 concerts, 2 of them I was playing in and 2 of them were for my students and the end of the year and grades and report cards and like closing my classroom. I feel like that's a lot. That's a good amount of book to deal with when everything is chaotic in my life. So I'm considering this a win. As you know, I participate in the Buzz Readathon every month, and I've been rolling over the prompts for the buzzword for a couple of months now. Haven't read February, haven't read the one for April, for May, for June either. Like either one of those, I haven't met those ones. I also participate in the Choose Your Own Adventure hosted by G from Book Roast, and that is like a side quest year long, kind of like the Buzzwordathon, except for the 2 months when the William Readathon are happening. So those ones I've been rolling over some prompts as well, some books. So February I haven't gotten to it, May either, and haven't finished the book for June. So I'm gonna be rolling over a lot of books in July. It is what it is. It's fine. This summer, I'm gonna really focus on catching up all of the books I'm behind on these prompts. So Buzzwordathon, Choose Your Own Adventure, all that stuff. And try to catch up on my Goodreads challenge as well, because right now I am 10 books behind my Goodreads challenge, which is to read a book every week, so 52 books in a year, and right now I'm only at 15 and we're halfway through. So I'll have time this summer, so I'm gonna try to focus on that as well as my business. So as I've said already in my mid-year freakout tag, but yeah. So the first book I finished in the month of June was Jade City by Fondaly. So this one I actually read most of it in May, but I rolled it over into June and I finished it on June 1st. This is making it to the top 5 books of the year so far. It's my favorite of this year, so easily a 6 stars. You've seen it around. It is a fantasy with some magical abilities that come from Jade, and it's also kind of a turf war happening. It may change the course of how everything is going and how life is, and it is amazing. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. The writing flowed so well. The characters were really interesting, and I just got swept into it. I don't know how else to explain how much I love this and why do I love it so much. I don't know. It just is. It's just that amazing. I didn't feel like it was like this heavy fantasy that I needed to push through. It just went so well, and that just for that, it deserves a 6 stars. So if you have not picked it up yet, I highly recommend it to you. The next book I finished was Fracture Me by Tahiri Mafi. This is book number 2.5 in the original Shatter Me trilogy. So it is an in-between book. I haven't picked up the other books for a while now. I don't enjoy them that much. I love the premise and the concept of them, but I don't like the execution of them so far. I hated book 1.5. I really hated it to my core. Book 2 is better than book 1 in my opinion, but 2.5 was the best one so far out of the 4 books I've read. It was by far the best one. I give it a 3 stars because it still lacks a lot of things, plot and character coherence for one, but I didn't feel like the writing was overdone. I didn't feel like the concept was bigger than the actual execution of it, which was very dominant in the other books. I felt like in the first 2-3 books, the concept was not benefiting the story as a whole. And in this one, it was not focused on what the concept was. It was focused on what was happening. And the writing kind of flowed better. And I didn't feel so annoyed with the characters. I didn't feel annoyed with like weird stances, weird things that were said. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one better than all of the other ones so far. And the last and final book I read in the month of June is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This one was not it. If you've seen my vlogs, you know I did not enjoy this. So many things that were not coherent, were not believable. Like if you want to talk about a dystopian world, about something that's based off of our world and is in an apocalyptic concept premise, please make it plausible and realistic and make it make sense. There's so many things in here that did not make sense, that I was so annoyed with. I didn't like the characters, any of them at all. I felt like it was so plot convenient. The main character knew way too much. We were told stuff instead of shown. We couldn't decipher what the quest was. We couldn't decipher the game, the logic to it. We couldn't go through that process at the same time as the main character, because he just told us what he remembered of something he read or saw a long time ago. And that bothered me so much because I felt like I was not part of the story. I don't know what I was but I was not part of it at all, which is very disappointing. And I have so many things to say about this that is not great. So I give it a 2 stars because I have read worse things than this. But yeah, no, I did not like this at all, unfortunately. This was also a prompt for the Aurelium Readathon, which was in April. And I only have one book left to read from April's Aurelium Readathon, which means I will have succeeded that Aurelium Readathon, considering I've went to like summer school-ish, if that makes any sense. So yay. That's it for me today. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Do you agree with me or not? Let me know in the comments how your month of June has been. I would love to know. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!